Okay, today I'm opening up a Cobra Commander figure. This is from the Reaction Plus line from Super7, and this is a really cool figure for me because back in the day, Cobra Commander was something of a coveted figure. It was originally a character who could only be achieved by mail order, and then there were some variants that were available in stores, and there were really three different main varieties of Cobra Commander. There was the hooded Cobra Commander who had a large piece of cloth over his face with two eye holes in it. There was the shielded Cobra Commander, as you're seeing here, and there was the armored Cobra Commander, which basically had a some sort of gladiatorial mask on as well. And I would eventually like to have a version of all three, and I decided for the shielded Cobra Commander, this figure was probably right for me. I didn't really have a particular investment in any particular figure from the original line. Uh, a lot of those are very expensive these days, especially in good condition. So with something like this where I can just get this figure brand new for 25 bucks or so, for me, that's a good deal. There are some characters that I will want to have the actual figure from the original line. This just isn't that situation here. I'm going to flip it over and you'll have a very classic look to the card. You've got the other characters available up to this point. This is not a super new figure at this point. Now, this is one thing I will have to say. If you look on here, there are variants of Cobra Commander already available from Reaction Plus. I'm counting 1, 2, yeah, and there are 3 more available after this was released. So this is a character that is kind of flooding the market, honestly, and is something of an annoyance to people who really would like some more characters available, but it is what it is, and this is nice for me, and, you know, not every figure is going to please every person, and that's okay. But I'm going to open this up now because I'm happy with this. Okay, now I'm noticing in here there is a cloth cape on there, so I'm going to be extra mindful of the razor as I open this guy up. Trying to just put the very tip of the razor into the bubble so I'm not hitting any part of the figure whatsoever. And the cape kind of feeds in through the back of the brace there. Okay. This is not an accessory, just a little bit of silica gel. And his only holdable accessory is this little wand here, a scepter, which is cool because this is not a character who, you know, is necessarily going to be doing a lot of fighting himself. He's let his lackeys do that. And so I kind of like that. Yeah, now the cape, it's a fabric, but it seems to be a very plasticky synthetic fabric. It feels like it's been sealed with some sort of glue, so it won't unravel easily, but it will probably unravel with a lot of play, like a child would do. This is something I will be displaying very carefully, so I'm not overly worried about it. I like the fact that it seals onto the figure with these nice big clasps here. That's something that's a realistic detail that looks, just makes it a better quality figure than you would have had back in the day. Part of me is wondering if it's possible to pop these things off. I don't plan on indulging that curiosity because just my luck, I won't be able to get them back on again. I like the design of the costume. It looks very cartoonish, which is a good thing in this case because it means it reflects the aesthetic of the original character design in the comics and TV show. The straps on the leg for no reason whatsoever. The buckles actually have nice little dabs of paint on them. So yeah, there's a lot of detail in a fairly simplistic costume overall. Your standard G.I. Joe articulation. That's a cool pose right there. Underneath, we do have a peg for a backpack, if this guy can fit one on under his cape. Yeah, cool.